Everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm starting off my Friday with my glass half full. Glass always half full. So there you go. Let's jump into it. I'll just make it full screen. Okay. Gotta share my screen. Okay, so let's see. Oh, one sec. Okay, so CEX versus DEX. So CEX versus DEX. CEX, centralized exchange versus a decentralized exchange. What are the differences between crypto exchanges? Centralized and decentralized exchanges are platforms for trading cryptocurrencies. This article explores their differences in depth. What is a centralized exchange? So this is the table of contents with what we're going to be going over. What is a centralized exchange? What is a decentralized exchange? DEX. Centralized exchanges, pros and cons, and decentralized exchanges, pros and cons. These right here, guys, these are candlesticks. These are like on the price charts, right? That's what these are. So this is what you look at when you're looking at a price chart. They're called candlesticks. So it's the price of the asset. So if this is Bitcoin, that means Bitcoin's highest level was here that day, and its lowest level, it either closed here or it opened here. And then the top of the wick is the highest price that it was that day. And then the lowest wick is the lowest price that it was that day, if this is Bitcoin, right? We're not going to go into too much detail, but I'm just letting you know what these are. Perhaps the most basic way to engage in Web3 is to buy or exchange crypto tokens. By the way, Abraham, can you see my mouse when I move it around like this? Abraham? Right there? Oh, okay, whatever, it's all good. I just want to make sure you guys can see my mouse when I'm moving it like this. So perhaps the most basic way to engage in Web3 is to buy or exchange crypto tokens.
Yeah, we can see your mouse.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
okay, good. To do this, a user must go to a crypto exchange, which comes in one of two forms: a centralized exchange or a decentralized exchange. So remember, guys, the centralized exchange is like KuCoin, Binance, Kraken, Coinbase. Those are centralized exchanges. Decentralized exchanges are 1inch, Uniswap, MetaMask. Okay? So decentralized exchanges. Although both CEXs and DEXs allow users to exchange cryptocurrencies, they differ largely in how they work. Anyone looking to trade crypto must know these differences. We will review the major differences between CEXs and DEXs so you can make an informed decision about where to make your next crypto trade. What is a centralized exchange? Centralized exchanges are cryptocurrency exchanges that monitor and facilitate crypto asset trading between users with the help of a centralized intermediary. Like traditional electronic stock exchanges, CEXs use an order book system to display and match buy and sell orders from users. Now, with the order book system, that can get a little bit complicated as well, but I'm just going to let you know all that means. So when you're on a CEX and you're looking at a price chart, there's a column on the right-hand side. My right, your left, because it's mirrored, right? So here's your price chart when you're looking at an exchange like Binance. Let's say you're trading on Binance, okay? So I'm trading on Binance right now, let's just say Bitcoin, okay? So I'm going to see my chart, my price chart, where it's those candlesticks, right? And then there's going to be a column here, a big column. It shows all these numbers that are like moving back and forth, like they're moving back and forth, okay? That is an order book, an order book. It's always going to be on your, in my experience, it's in 90% of the time, 95% of the time, the order book is on the right, okay? There's the price chart, and then the order book is beside it. The order book is where you see all the buys and sells that are happening, right? And it's listed in horizontal ways like that, like a bookshelf case. That's what it looks like a bookshelf case. CEX is also often as crypto on-ramps and off-ramps, as many allow users to fund their accounts with fiat cryptocurrency, or with fiat currency, sorry, or liquidate their crypto assets back to fiat. So crypto on an on-ramp and off-ramp, okay? On-ramp just means onboarding yourself into crypto. It just means buying crypto. That's what on-ramp means, being able to buy crypto with dollars in your bank account, okay? And off-ramp is just the opposite. It's turning your crypto into dollars in your bank account. So on-ramp and off-ramp, okay? You will see those terms in as time goes on. How do CEXs work? Centralized exchanges work. Let's go to You may need to first get KYC verified, which requires you to upload information such as a photo of your government ID, address proof, and signature. You can then deposit your fiat money or cryptocurrency to start purchasing or trading crypto assets listed on the exchange. When you place a buy order on a centralized exchange to buy a crypto token, the centralized exchange order matching engine searches for a sell order that's placed at the same price as your buying price. Once there's a match, the CEX executes your trade and funds your account with the token you wanted. Examples of notable CEXs include Binance, Kraken, Coinbase, and Gemini. Now, out of all of these exchanges, out of these four, okay, regarding which one's the safest, Coinbase is up there. Coinbase is really up there regarding safety. But I would say Gemini is probably one of the safest options because they've passed very strict security audits. I've actually studied that with Gemini. I used to use Gemini a while ago. They're very strict with security. They're very strict. Coinbase is as well, but Gemini a lot, really a lot. But remember, what we talked about in the past few calls is we want to hold our crypto on a decentralized exchange, a decentralized wallet, like MetaMask or something, right? Or OneInch or Uniswap. A CEX is mainly what you should be using just for buying your crypto on ramp or off ramp. Mm-hmm. So I just want to be clear. Out of the centralized exchanges, I would say Gemini is the safest. Coinbase would be almost as safe in the umbrella of centralized exchanges. What is a decentralized exchange? Decentralized exchanges are crypto exchanges where users can swap one crypto token for another in a decentralized and non-custodial manner without centralized intermediaries. So non-custodial non-custodial means you are the custodian. You hold the power of your crypto. Okay, that's what non-custodial means. You hold the power of your crypto. No one else can take that power away from you. DEXs are also permissionless, meaning anyone can use a DEX without revealing their private information. All you need to log into a DEX is a non-custodial crypto wallet. So when we did that, I don't know if you guys remember, but we did that presentation last week and the week before where we bought that coin, and I was showing you how to connect your 1inch wallet or your Uniswap wallet with the swap screen. So that's what this is. This is logging into a DEX with a non-custodial crypto wallet. That's what we did last week. Okay. The DEX was 1inch. The non-custodial crypto wallet was MetaMask or 1inch or Uniswap. How do DEXs work? Instead of relying on a central company to operate, decentralized exchanges use self-executing, autonomous smart contracts to process token swap requests. This is exactly what we did last week as well, okay? We did a token swap, which is a trade. A swap is a trade. Token swap is a trade. Initially, DEXs used on-chain order books, but this required every node of a blockchain to record a trade order before the order could get completed. As one might guess, this made the process unbearably slow. The solution: automated market maker, AMM, decentralized exchanges. They use pre-funded pools of crypto assets called liquidity pools. They usually hold token pairs in a 50-50 ratio. So an automatic market maker means when you're trading, like when I was showing you guys 1inch last week, right? When I made that trade, that test trade from one coin to another, there has to be how does the DEX that we used, how does it know the price? Like, it has to know the price of Ethereum or Tether, and it has to know the price of the coin that we were trading into, which was CTO. How does it know? It knows because it has an AMM, automated market maker. That's how it knows, okay? With a pre-funded pool of crypto assets called liquidity pools. Every single crypto coin that you trade has a liquidity pool. If a coin doesn't have a liquidity pool, you cannot trade it. Well, like, you can trade it, but you're going to lose all your money when you make that trade, right? So, like, your slippage would be 99%. Like you would lose. You have to, all your coins that you trade have a liquidity pool, okay? So if I want to trade, so I have my New Era account, for example. You have a New Era account, you have Tether in it. You get paid out, and you choose to get paid out in Tether if you want, okay? Now you have Tether. You want to swap your Tether into CTO or Ethereum or anything, right? Into any coin. So you want to swap your Tether into Ethereum, okay? So Ethereum and Tether have a liquidity pool, okay? The liquidity pool is just Ethereum and Tether. That's a liquidity pool. The reason why you're able to trade Tether to Ethereum is because there's a liquidity pool. A liquidity pool is just basically a lot of money that's in those two assets, which is Tether and Ethereum, okay? So let's say there's $100 million. There's actually even more than $100 million in some liquidity pools, okay? So Ethereum and Tether would have many millions of dollars in that liquidity pool, okay? So people like you and me will put up liquidity, we'll put some of our liquidity into that liquidity pool, and we get incentivized. And then the exchange, like Uniswap, puts up a lot of their own liquidity, millions of dollars. The reason why Uniswap makes these liquidity pools, the reason why Uniswap adds liquidity into these liquidity pools is so that you guys and me, like you guys here on this on this Zoom call, it's so you and me can trade successfully, so we can trade smoothly. That's why the Uniswap creates these liquidity pools. It's not just Uniswap. Remember, they're just one of many DEXs. That's why DEXs have liquidity pools, because they want a smooth user experience for you guys and me. Today, the most popular DEXs like Uniswap, PancakeSwap, Curve, and many others are all AMM protocols. In the absence of an order book to assess supply and demand to update assets prices, AMMs use a mathematical formula. So I basically just explained that, but in a very simple way. An AMM is how Uniswap knows the price of things. An AMM, it knows, Uniswap has to know how much tether does it cost you to buy Ethereum. You don't have to do that calculation. You guys and me do not have to do that calculation. Uniswap has an AMM built into it to do that for you, to create a smooth user experience. The most commonly used formula is X star Y equals X, where X and Y are the token balances and K is a constant. That means the constant balance of asset determines the price of tokens in the liquidity pool. This is right. This is accurate, like information, but we don't. I kind of explained this in a more simple way to understand. There's a constant, right? So the price of Ethereum for Tether, or the price of Tether for Ethereum, what you're going to get for all those, right? That's what the AMM does for you. It's the way that DEXs work, like I'm explaining how it works in the basic form, but it gets deeper as well, right? It gets deeper into like the coding aspect and stuff. We don't need to get into that today, but those are like the basics, the surface level information. And that's the only information you really need to know regarding this topic, right? Centralized exchanges, pros and cons. High liquidity, okay, with CEXs. Owing to their UI resemblance with the Web 2 platforms and their integration with traditional finance, a vast majority of crypto users prefer to trade on CEXs versus DEXs. This brings larger trade volume and higher liquidity to CEXs. So basically, that means when they say high liquidity, that means their liquidity pool is very strong, okay? So a centralized exchange, like they have very large liquidity pools. That's why people like to use centralized exchanges, even though they're more dangerous than decentralized exchanges. People like using centralized exchanges because it's more convenient and it's easier. Simple fiat to crypto transactions. CEXs act as on-ramps and off-ramps, meaning users can easily convert fiat into crypto and vice versa. Okay? So on-ramps, off-ramps, we talked about that. CEXs, it's easier to buy, it's easier to on-ramp and off-ramp into crypto. It's easier on a CEX compared to a DEX, a decentralized exchange. Okay? That's why some people prefer this. Fast transactions, CEXs can process transactions more quickly than decentralized counterparts, as they use off-chain matching systems designed to handle a large volume of transactions. Yeah. More user-friendly. The user interface on a CEX is similar to traditional stock trading platforms, so they can be easier to navigate. Further, the exchange handles the transaction on the user's behalf, which usually makes the process less complicated, especially for beginners. More trading features. With centralized exchanges, users may also get more options for trading and investment, like spot trading, options, and futures, and leverage. So that's all true as well. When you have a centralized exchange, you have access to spot options, futures, and leverages. There's spot trading on DEXs as well, but centralized exchanges give you more options to do with your crypto, okay? But understand they are not as safe as decentralized exchanges, because you're trusting the centralized exchange to hold your crypto. Okay. Centralized exchanges, pros and cons. Cons of centralized exchanges. No privacy. Users must complete a mandatory identity verification process, such as KYC, to use a CEX. This requires users to share private information, which some may consider to be a barrier to entry. Okay? So KYC, remember, guys, it just means like you're proving your identity with the driver's license and all that stuff. In the case of CEXs, you do not own your private keys. The platform does. CEXs can suspend trading activities and prevent you from accessing your funds. So that's a really big risk, right? Loss due to hacks. Centralized exchanges maintain wallets controlled by a centralized organization to store users' funds. In the event of a wallet hack, you may lose your funds despite having enabled all security measures. Okay? Decentralized exchanges, pros and cons. Now, the pros include being self-custody. With DEXs, your funds always remain in your non-custodial wallet. DEXs cannot freeze your funds or pause transactions. It has a reduced security risk. A hack on a DEX doesn't expose users' funds. That means the overall risk in the event of a hack is lower than using a DEX. No account restrictions. Since DEXs don't require users to complete a KYC process, anyone can start trading cryptocurrencies in a matter of seconds because you don't need KYC. It's pretty nice. Access to rare tokens. Since DEXs are permissionless, new projects can easily list their tokens and create liquidity pools. This offers users the chance to get in early on projects before they get listed on a CEX. This is true. So when we did that example, that test buy last week, that was a rare token that is not listed on a CEX yet. It's always important to get into tokens before they are popular, right? Like buying Ethereum right now, like you're not going to make much money on Ethereum right now because it's so big. The market cap is already so big. So if you want to make a lot of money, like I would say, don't buy Ethereum. Like don't buy Bitcoin. Right? I'm just being honest. Like you don't want to buy a coin that has a large market cap because it's already so big, right? You want to buy something that's a small market cap that is a rare token that's not popular yet. You want to buy coins that are not popular yet. Cons, decentralized exchanges. Limited trading options. DEXs are mostly limited to conducting basic token swaps as they don't have the necessary mechanism to analyze assets and implement different indicators, which may be important in some crypto trading. Slower transaction speed. Given that a DEX conducts transactions on chain, miners must validate these transactions before adding them to the block. This makes them slower than CEXs like Binance, whose matching engine is capable of sustaining more than 1.4 million orders per second. Lower trading volumes and liquidity. Although DEXs are growing in popularity, one can't deny that centralized exchanges still dominate them in terms of the trading volume. According to data from Dune and the block, centralized exchanges have consistently handled the majority of spot trading volume. The largest percentage of spot trade volume performed via DEXs peaked at just above 21% in May 2023, the most of the volume hovering between 5% and 15% when compared to centralized exchanges. Yeah, so centralized exchanges are needed, right? I mean, I know that we like decentralized exchanges for security and safety, but we need centralized exchanges to exist, right? They do account for a lot of spot trading volume. That just means spot trading volume. That just means overall people buying and selling. That's all that means. Overall people buying and selling crypto in a normal way. So centralized exchanges help with that. They help a lot with volume, and we want volume in the cryptocurrency market. We want that. More volume in the cryptocurrency market is good for the market because that helps the popularity grow as well. And it helps us make more money with coins that we're holding. Can help us make more money with the coins we're holding. Okay? DEX to CEX spot trading volume. Now, for example, back in 2021, centralized exchanges saw over $14 trillion in trading volume, while DEX is only topped at 84 billion in the same period, because centralized exchanges are a lot more popular than decentralized exchanges, right? Less user-friendly. The user interface of DEXs can be hard to understand and navigate for beginners, as they don't resemble that of a traditional stock trading platform. It's true. Right, using a DEX is not as easy as using a CEX, centralized exchange. DEXs also require users to connect non-custodial wallets to execute trades and transfer funds, which might come off as a complex process. That is true. It comes off as a complex process to a lot of people. I educate people one-on-one on a regular basis, almost on a daily basis, literally. And Abraham does as well in our lives outside of this Zoom call, of course, right? And it's very complex. Like, I'm sorry, it can seem very complex to people who are very uneducated, right? Or who are very inexperienced. But we show people how to do it. And the way that me and Abraham show people is we make it as easy as possible. And it's not that hard if you're shown the right way. If you have a good teacher, it's not that difficult. Now that you begin your crypto journey, now that you know the difference between CEXs and DEXs, it's time to test them out yourself. Get started. Thanks, everybody. Abraham, what do we want to do next? A demonstration how to use a DEX versus a CEX, or?
Yeah, if you could do that. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay. So I'm just gonna. Pretty sure everyone remembers Uniswap. Whoops. The Zoom thing popped out again. I just gotta make my window a little bit. Right, so I'm pretty sure most people on this call remember 1inch, okay? Let me just go to, I use KuCoin as a centralized exchange, right? I use KuCoin because I just like it. It's easy to use.
And me too, I use KuCoin also.
Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. I just got 1 out of 4 crypto holders worldwide is with KuCoin. That's impressive. That's really impressive. 1 out of 4 holders worldwide is with KuCoin. Like, that is massive. 25%. That means. I'm just gonna stop sharing my screen super quick just so I can log in. 1 sec. Just give me 1 sec. Yeah, just give me about 30 seconds or less. Oh. That was faster than 30 seconds. Where's the, okay, let's see here. Share screen again. Cool. Okay. So you can see here, I mean, I don't have a lot in here. I don't carry a lot of money in my KuCoin account, right? And but this,
yeah.
Sorry.
I think you shouldn't hold a whole lot of crypto in centralized exchanges.
Yeah, like yeah. So I don't hold much crypto on centralized exchanges, but this is kind of what it looks like. So if I wanna, so when I get, see, it says USDT, right? Now I choose with New Era, I would choose Tether on the Tron network. Okay. So for those of you that have that also like that as well, having Tether, you got to go to your Tron, your USDT account. I don't know why my internet's not as fast, but select network. So this is how you get paid from New Era, right? New Era will send you your USDT Tether on the Tron network, TRC20. Okay, Tron network's very fast. Okay, then when you have it, I'm gonna go back. And when you have it in your account here, you can withdraw. So everyone, yeah, KuCoin, this is centralized exchange. Centralized exchange. That's what this is right now. It's KuCoin. KuCoin is a centralized exchange, okay? So wallet address could be anything. Like, I'm just gonna type it in randomly. Okay, so let's say that's my wallet address, USDT. Now I wanna put my USDT, my Tether, I wanna buy coins with it, some really good quality coins that are gonna make me a lot of money, right? Okay, so now to do that, let's look here. Let me just add it again. So to do that, I'm going to select Tether, network. What? Oh, I guess. Oh, it's because of the address. That's why. So you're gonna select. Sorry, my internet. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, you're gonna select Ethereum when you select the network. It says does not match, but that's because I just typed in I typed in an address that doesn't actually exist, just for like privacy purposes. Let me just do okay. So here's an account here. Okay, so I'm gonna paste that. That's my okay. So this is a decentralized wallet. Okay, just so you know, guys. MetaMask, this Fox, it's a decentralized wallet. Okay, this is my wallet address. I'm gonna paste it here. Okay, so I just pasted my wallet address here, and it's just loading. Now I select network. Okay, so when I select network, select ERC20 Ethereum, the network. Select the Ethereum network, okay? When you're making a withdrawal on your centralized exchange, okay? So the first step is I select the coin I want to withdraw, which is Tether, okay? Next step, you get your wallet address from your decentralized wallet. Whether you want to use MetaMask or 1inch or a Uniswap, right? Like those are you can use those three. Or I mean, you can use a lot of different ones, but those are good ones, okay? Then you paste it here, wallet address. Then you have to select the network, okay? Because your decentralized wallet is going to be on the Ethereum network. There's so many different networks out there, right? But your decentralized wallet is going to be on the Ethereum network, okay? Okay. Now let's say I withdraw, okay? Let's just say I do the withdraw. And now it ends up in my 1inch wallet, okay? Or in my MetaMask wallet, but it's 1 inch is the DEX, okay? So 1 inch is the DEX, is the decentralized exchange, okay? And this is where I'm going to buy really good like coins that might like do really well. Like this is a good place to buy coins because these coins that are on 1 inch have in most cases not made it to centralized exchanges yet. So you want to buy coins before they get to centralized exchanges. Okay. So this is a DEX. 1 inch is a DEX. KuCoin is a centralized exchange. 1 inch is a decentralized exchange. Okay. Okay. Then I go to the swap screen. Okay. And I'm going to connect my wallet. Connect my wallet. Okay. On all DEXs, decentralized exchanges, you have to connect your wallet, your decentralized wallet. Okay. So I'm going to click connect wallet. Which wallet do I have, right? That I'm choosing to use today. I use MetaMask. Okay. That's right. And then I click it, connect. There we go, right? So there we go. That's it. And I'm gonna have it's gonna show up that the balance is gonna show there, okay? So I have 1,000. I'm just as an example, I withdrew 1,000 from my KuCoin account into my decentralized wallet. I'm now on a decentralized exchange, a DEX. Okay. What coin am I going to buy? Right. Last week we talked about this. Okay. So I'm going to choose a coin that has a good safety score. Right. So I know of a coin that has a good safety score. Okay. So this one has a good safety score on DEX tools. Let's verify that. Right. Let's verify it. How do we verify that a coin has a good safety score? How do we do that? Let's find out. You go to dextools.io. So at dextools.io, this is where you can search up a coin. Okay. So you can search up a coin and find out whether it's safe or not. What's the safety score, right? I want to find out what is the safety score for a coin that I want, okay? Now, on DEX tools, I searched it in. This is all the indicator, the stats for it. Zooming out is always good as well. Zooming out is important. Okay. Zooming out is good so you can get like an idea. Okay. What it looks like. Don't look at the price chart in a small time scale, like 1 minute or 15 minute. Like this is a time scale, 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute. Don't look at it in a small time scale like this. Zoom out, right? I say when in doubt, zoom out. Zoom out and look at it on a daily or 3-day or 1 week time scale. These are the places you want to look at a price chart, okay? The safety score is very safe, right? Okay. So 97 out of 99 DEX plus smart contract renounced. Okay. There's a lot of projects out there that have like 80 out of 99 safety score, but this one's 97 out of 99, right? So it's pretty safe with the code. This is the code. There's a lot of coins out there that have the safety rating or the safety score not good, right? So it's important that people know how to check this stuff. So now that I know that it's good here, I know that's a good safety score. I'm going to copy the contract address, like the coin address. It's like a serial number, right? The contract address. It's like a serial number. It's basically what it is. Now, how do we So how do I get this coin onto the decentralized exchange? How do I do that? Okay, I'm going to copy the coin address, which is like the serial number of the coin, essentially, right? And I'm going to go to my 1-inch wallet. I'm going to paste it here. 3459, it comes up. There we go. Okay. And then it comes up here. Now I can swap this for this. So for $1,000, I got 1.2 million CTO, right? And when I look at a coin, I look at a few different things. The safety score is one thing. Okay, the safety score is one thing. And then the marketing strategy behind it, knowing what the narrative is behind it, knowing the narrative. What's the narrative behind it? What is going to make it go up? Like what's going to make it go up? Is it based on a really strong narrative? Like this coin is based on an Elon Musk narrative, right? And Elon Musk, because Elon Musk made his Twitter bio chief troll officer, and that's why it's such a strong, like that's why it might do well, because it's based on a strong narrative, right? And then Uniswap, I have Uniswap open because it does the same kind of thing. This is just the swap screen of Uniswap as a DEX, okay? So 1-inch is basically a competitor of Uniswap, okay? But you will get the best swap price on 1-inch, okay? 1-inch is going to give you the best quality swap rate, like the best bang for your buck, the best price for your trade. 1-inch will, because it's an aggregator. 1-inch is really cool because it shops around. It shops around for the best price for you for your swap. Like it'll give you the best price for the coin that you're swapping, right? Uniswap doesn't do that as effectively. Okay. So that's why I choose 1-inch, because it'll give you the best swap price. There we go. Abraham, what do you want to end off with anything, or do we want to give them the homework that we talked about? Or?
Yeah. So today's class right here, it shows you how to use both centralized, decentralized exchanges. Hopefully people make notes on how this was done. Today, I'm going to actually create the group and put it out there. I just had to get Imran to do it. So what we'll do is this will be your homework, maybe transferring a little bit of your crypto and buying CTO as a first swap of doing coins. So we go work and show you how it works and the different details on it. So next Friday, we're going to continue. We're going to start off our call with this. So we want to see how many people were able to get into it, how many people were stuck. So maybe our next Friday call will answer those questions. But we would require, for you guys to, once we send this recording out, for you to try this out, to go through the steps. If you do get stuck, please make notes. And next Friday, we'll answer those questions. And maybe once I get the a group set up, maybe we could send some questions there and help people out. So yeah, we'll give you this as a homework. So now we're gonna start giving homework and taking quizzes. So practice. You could get all the information you like, but if you don't put it to practice, you tend to forget about it. So this time, what we want people to do is, once the recording is out, for people to go set up a KuCoin account, for people to go set up a 1-inch account, and if you can, try doing the swap. If you get stuck or you feel not comfortable doing it yourself, then you're more than welcome to wait next Friday or once the group is set, so you could send out your questions and we could guide you and support you through that. But Cole, thank you so much for hopping on. I'll call you today.